Tink, you get the season opener down in Little Rock. Just talk a little bit about how proud are you that you get to open the whole season for the Cardinals.
I mean, it's always a blessing to be able to go out and play, and then just to be able to start opening day. That just shows, the team feel like, start the season off right and kind of just give me an opportunity. And I'm also glad to be able to go back to Arkansas and play in front of my family and my friends and a lot of people that don't get a chance to see me outside of if I'm on the TV. So it'll be good to be able to see my friends and family. So.
Tink, how do you compare yourself as a pitcher now as opposed to 1 year ago? How have you improved?
Really everything. Just looking at the way that I pitch in my game all around, and then just finding a way to just make that as best as I can. Kind of had some time and things from last year that I cleaned up that kind of helped me get more movement on my pitches like that I'm used to, and really just figuring it out, trying new things, and picking up from them guys from big league camp that I was able to learn from and listen to. So.
You're healthy now too, right? You're a little bit banged up coming in here.
Yeah, a little something, but I mean, I'm feeling great. Put on some weight this off season, and everything's from the start of spring, even a little bit before when I was getting to lives before I came down the spring. I mean, just everything's been feeling good, looking good, and I'm really feeling more confident, I could say, around this year. Like that, I'm way more confident in what I did and just trusting what the work that I put in is gonna all pay off. So
tell us a little bit more about your off season. Where did you train?
So I spent off season down in Atlanta with some guys, kind of similar to the last year. I actually went down a month earlier this year, so to kind of give myself some time to actually just put on some weight instead of when I get there, kind of end up burning it all off. So it got me a chance to get down there and get comfortable and really just focus on the things that I needed to. So just good to be around some former big league guys down there, get some knowledge, get some little things to do, just everything all around. So just making me a better player in person too. So
I remember when we talked last August. You mentioned that at the Double A level you were finding out that there's less room for error.
Mm-hmm.
And now having that big league camp behind you and coming into this year, do you feel like it's going to be you're coming in with a little bit more expectation of what it's going to take in the Texas League?
Yeah, really. I feel like even when I said that last year about room for error, it's room for error, kind of. Like, I think I kind of said it wrong, but really it's just about me trusting my stuff within the zone. I feel like I get behind on a lot of hitters and kind of set myself up for a worse position to put myself in to make me more predictable. So I really feel like that was the biggest thing that I could take away from that instead of saying room for error, because my stuff, a lot of times my stuff played better within the zone. So me trying to be perfect, it sometimes makes me worse than what I am. So just really just trusting myself.
Who were you leaning on at spring training when you were down there in Florida with the Cards?
So I had a chance to sit down with a lot. Sony was just here, kind of got pretty close with him to talk a little bit, and then a guy named Middleton, a reliever we just signed over. I know, Spring kind of was messing around with a different grip, and he kind of showed me one that's kind of been pretty clicking, so I could kind of give him a little credit for that, to kind of just passing that by. But I always listen to all those older guys in there talking, Lynn, Gibson, all those guys. They're just spreading a little knowledge, even if they're not talking to me. So just being around, being a sponge. So
is that a deal where you just like to sit in there and just listen?
Yep. A lot of times I'm not a very big talker, so I just sit around, smile, might say a little joke or something or laugh. But really, I'm just sitting back, and if I got a little knowledge on me if a guy asks me something, but kind of just like to listen, and then just if somebody come to me, I can pass it on to them. So just really just being a sponge, just being able to learn things, and then just really just take notes to that. So
how do you apply that, right? Because there's an old saying, too many cooks in the kitchen spoil the soup.
Yeah.
So how do you take all that knowledge from all these big leaguers and turn it into your own creation to go out there and do what you do best?
Really so I stuff it in my backpack and have it, and then just whenever I feel like there's a need, like I might go through a situation, I could be like, whoa, like he told me about this. There's gonna be times where I feel like that, and kind of just the thought process on how to get through it. It's not so much about maybe this certain thing to do or that. It's more of a mental thing and a confidence thing that you really have to carry. So that's really the biggest thing for me.
Coach said one of your biggest goals this year is kind of stretching you out, work on your stamina.
Yeah.
What did you do this offseason to work on that, and how are you going to continue as the season goes on?
Really just focusing in on the things that really matter. I know a lot of times you can get caught up in trying to get too big, but for my instance, I just wanted to get my legs strong, get my core strong, and start stretching way more than I do. Just taking the time and the little things that kind of makes me who I am, and just doing the best I could, best I can there. So just those little things I feel like gonna take me pretty far, and then just developing a consistent routine that I could just rely on and trust that it's working for me. So
I guess that consistency is really important to be able to advance to the next level, to
Yep.
be able to show that you can do things consistently at the AA level.
Yep, definitely. I feel like really that's at every level. Maybe at a level a little lower or so, you might get away with it. But at the end of the day, when you come back from the outing, you should be able to look back on it and say, oh, I got to get more consistent with that. Because at the end of the day, no matter where you're playing at, you just want to be as consistent as possible and be the best player you can. So you not really just look at where you at or who you're facing, just focusing on yourself and knowing that you want to be consistent for yourself, not only just to go compete against some other guys. So
You got a big league fastball, but did you do anything with your arsenal this year as far as off-speed pitches or anything new to your repertoire?
Really, I'm throwing the same things. It's just like I said, the thing with my timing threw a lot of things off and made me think that I had to do this or do that or try to do that to make this better, when in reality I already got it, and I just got to find it. Just find that touch and just be consistent. So really just kind of developing little things. I feel like I got my curveball back to where I wanted it to be, to have that depth that I need, and then my changeup, getting that more sharper, and then that slider been pretty good. So I mean, I'm really feeling amazing going into the season. So I'm just ready to showcase it all.
The Cardinals have been bringing up their top prospects pretty quick lately. Where do you expect yourself to be by the end of the year, and when do you expect to make your debut?
I definitely believe that I'm gonna have an appearance in the show. I don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be soon. I don't know if it's gonna be late. But my goal this year is to make an appearance up there and just show them what I got, and just show to myself that I could compete at that level and consistently go out there every day and do what the team needs. So that's exactly my goal. I feel like this year is the year that I make that appearance. So I'm very excited and I'm ready to work. So.
You mentioned your friends are going to catch you in Arkansas, and it's probably, before you go off to St. Louis and leave us all, it's probably nice to be able to still pitch where your dad can come up and see you. I know that's a big part of, some of the cooks in the kitchen is some of your own coaches and family. So talk a little bit about I'm sure it's nice to be able to start the season down here again.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a good little area. I like the Springfield area, and then just for my family, I mean, they love it. Like, a lot of times, even my grandma, she's not gonna hop on a flight or get on a long drive. So this is more convenient for a lot of my older family also that's not necessarily not willing to travel, but that might not be the best case for them right now. So just being able to go out in front of my family and pitch, because you never know when it could be your last time throwing in front of whoever. So just being able for my friends to be able to enjoy that moment with me, because I'm excited. And it's a big year for me, so just knowing everybody kind of understanding that, they're just excited to push me and show as much love and support as they can. So.